Well, the Eagles have been linked to superstar linebacker Devin White yet again. This time there's an official trade request from Devin White. How you would have to get him? Well, this article says you do it on draft night and give up number 10 overall. Ooh, it's a lot. We'll break that down in a second. Also, another quarterback visiting with the Philadelphia Eagles. This one, the perfect backup option. Could they draft Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I don't know. Thomas Mott. This is the Thomas Mott Show. What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome to the Thomas Mott Show on a Wednesday. There's a lot of stuff going on, and obviously the big one is the Devin White situation. We'll break that down and really give you more details on what it would take to get him. A really good SI.com article in 1 second. First, we're talking about Devin White, talking about Jalen Carter, talking about Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Mel Kiper's new mock draft, all that stuff on our Wednesday link live tonight, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Myself and Josh Davis of the Philly Special Show. We do it every single Wednesday. Hundreds of you guys watch. You guys all ask questions. We answer questions. It's a bunch of fun. A lot of important stuff going on, though, tonight. Stay tuned for that. We'll be doing more jersey giveaway entries as well. So thumbs up if you're going to be joining the live link. It's going to be a bunch of fun. The link will be down below in the description box. Okay, Devin White. You've probably seen this. Obviously, the report yesterday from ESPN, Devin White requesting a trade from the Bucs, entering the final year of his contract. We've known this for a while, but it was official yesterday. Philadelphia is being linked. However, SI.com's article, which we're going to go through here, has a really good breakdown of what it would cost to get him and why a draft night trade similar to the A.J. Brown one last year is probably what's going to happen. They wouldn't trade for him today. They would wait until the very end and try and get a nice big steal on Devin White. Here's the situation. Quote, Howie Roseman's ears may have perked up on Tuesday when ESPN reported the Tampa Bay Buccaneers linebacker Devin White is seeking a trade. General manager of the Eagles swooped in last year on draft night and acquired receiver A.J. Brown in a move that sent shockwaves through the league. Certainly did in Philadelphia. Not only did Roseman put the deal together as the draft got underway, he also negotiated a 4-year contract extension that could have a value of up to $100 million. Landing one of the league's top linebackers would be the same effect and would probably require a financial investment that wouldn't be the same size as Brown's, but a significant one nonetheless. And they go into why A.J. Brown is, a great draft day trade. He worked out great last year. We know that. 88 catches, 11 touchdowns, so on and so forth. The problem is the price here. And I think the price is what SI.com gets a little bit wrong here. Quote, Eagles could ship number 10 to Tampa for White and figure out whatever other draft compensation that it would take. Remember, the Eagles are flush with picks in the 2024 draft, including a pair of second-rounders, their own and the New Orleans Saints. Perhaps the Eagles send their 10th pick in this year's draft plus a second next year for White and have one of the 2 picks Tampa has in the 5th round. While White is worth it. He's just 25, former 5th for overall pick in 2019, has 20.5 career sacks, end quote. Now, they say number 10 overall, and I'll stop you right there. I'm not giving up number 10 overall for Devin White. Not saying Devin White isn't worth number 10 overall, but he's still a linebacker, and we don't value linebackers very highly here in Philadelphia. We've never really had, and they've had decent ones on Super Bowl teams, but they never had a superstar linebacker, therefore they don't really feel like they need him. I'm speaking for Howie Roseman here. I think that's kind of what he's shown over his tenure as GM. But White is really good, but the fact he's entering into the final year of his contract, wants a brand new deal, tells me you're not going to give up number 10 overall and then sign the guy, right? You got to give up a big-time draft pick and then sign him. Now, I would give number 30 overall. I would at least consider giving number 30 overall and then doing the contract extension. For sure, a second-round draft pick. But the idea that Devin White, 4 years into his career, is worth a 10th pick in the draft, what is a very, very expensive commodity for any team in the National Football League, is a little bit too much for me. And so at 10, I'm out. But if you come to me, and you say, Thomas, we'll give you 30, or we want 30 and maybe, a 5th in 2024, and he's going to be willing to sign a team-friendly contract in Philadelphia, then we could go ahead and talk about Devin White. But I think the Eagles are pretty confident where they're at right now with Nicholas Morrow, Nakobe Dean, Davion Taylor potentially being healthy for the first time in 2 years. Sean Bradley's been getting a lot of special teams play. Maybe it's his time to shine. I don't know. But I don't think they're desperate for White. I think White would make sense for them if the price was right. And for me, number 10 overall, as SI.com is suggesting, it's just too much. I couldn't do number 10 overall. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys go and give 10 overall for Devin White? Would you give 30 overall? Would you not? I just think 10 should be reserved for Jalen Carter or Tyree Wilson or Miles Murphy or Scarant. Like there are some really good picks here that you not only get to just take and not have to trade for, but you also get them on rookie contracts versus Devin White getting big-time linebacker money. So thumbs up for the idea of Devin White, but give me your thoughts down below right now. Speaking of White here quickly, he did mention, this is from March 27th, he likes the Eagles. He seems to hint this on his Twitter account multiple times. Here it is. Green, my favorite color, but 40 and 45 is my numbers. Appreciate the love. #trophy. And this is from the All About Birds tweet saying, make the Devin White thing happen. This Devin White, of course, down at the bottom there did comment on Greedy Williams' Instagram post. We did a whole thing on this. 15,000 of you guys watched that show. And so it's all that rinsed, repeated, but this is interesting. He would definitely like to play here, but making it happen is a little bit more difficult. Okay, our other story of the day is from Aaron Wilson at @AaronWilson_NFL on Twitter. Philadelphia officially having an in-person meeting, an official top 30 draft visit with quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Quote, sources at UCLA football, quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson to visit Eagles, visiting Bengals today, visited Browns, worked out privately for 49ers Saints, attending Raiders Chargers local prospect days at KPRC2, #NFL Draft 2023. So he will have a draft visit with the Eagles. Now, this is interesting for two reasons. One, the Eagles met with him at the NFL Combine, so they've already met with him in person. This would tell you he's going to do an official visit and maybe a workout as well for Philadelphia, meaning they're interested, and they should be interested for a multitude of reasons. One, I think he has a lot of talent, and two, Philadelphia kind of needs a backup quarterback. They have not re-signed Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is not going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Right now, Ian Book is your backup quarterback, and Book, while he probably knows the system, is not the right guy to replace Jalen Hurts if, heaven forbid, Hurts comes out for a series or for a game or for an extended period of time. I think the Eagles understand the importance of backup quarterbacks. They have for my almost entire lifetime. They've always had decent backup quarterbacks. They've had guys, padded back there all the way back to Michael Vick, where they had someone ready to rock just in case Kevin Cobb didn't work out, and obviously it worked. And in the post-2017 Nick Foles era, Philadelphia's always tried to have a competitive backup quarterback, and I think that you need someone going forward who fits the Hurts' mold. Now, you do have Marcus Mariota. Let's be real about that. I almost forgot about him there for a second, but Mariota does fit the mold, but Mariota is a one-year deal kind of guy, and if they feel like they need a superstar, I say superstar backup quarterback, just meaning a better than a clipboard holding backup quarterback that they can mold and continue that quarterback factory Howie Roseman has talked about in the past. DTR could make a ton of sense. He runs the football well. He has a nice arm. He needs some development, but you could really see him starting to come into his own with this system, with this offense, and learning behind both Brian Wilson, the quarterback coach, Jalen Hurts, the quarterback, and Nick Sirianni, the head coach as well. So we'll keep an eye on this. Now, the issue Philadelphia has is the amount of draft picks, right? They only have a couple in this year's draft. If this was 2024, when they're going to have like 12, they could easily take DTR in round 5 and not even bat an eye. But I think DTR is an option if the Eagles make some moves on either late day 1, early day 2 to pick up some additional draft picks. They move back in the second round to get an additional second and a fifth. Something like that would make more sense to me if the Eagles were going to go ahead and pull the trigger. Would you guys want DTR? I mean, you have Marcus Mariota, and Mariota is a lot more a veteran, but we know the ceiling for Mariota. What's the ceiling for Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I don't know. Could be like here, could be a lot higher. That remains to be seen. Give me your thoughts on DTR down below in the comments section. All right, ultimately today on this edition of the Thomas Mott Show, live link tonight. I mean, the Wednesday link live is one of my favorite things that I do on the show, my favorite nights. We have so many of you guys join us from different parts of the world, ask a bunch of questions. We answer questions. We're a bunch of fun. Myself, Josh Davis, the Philly Special Show. It is a really, really cool show that we consistently do here and we'll be doing for basically the rest of the year. I mean, we're locked in on the Wednesday link live. So be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for that. Don't be late tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It is going to be a bunch of fun. Would love to have a bunch of new people show up as well. We have a lot of reoccurring viewers, but new people would be great as well. Thomas Mott, this has been the Thomas Mott Show.